What's up, fam? As you can see, I made the playoffs. Take a look. Portland went up against Sirius and the Colts. It was a tough matchup, man, but Sirius got me. Black Mike went on to play the Jets, and the Jets was on vacation. He wasn't able to play that game. Black Mike met up with Sirius, and Sirius took care of business. Sirius went all the way to the AFC Championship, where he played the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, and the Buccaneers came away with the win, man. It was a tough game, but the Buccaneers got his first Super Bowl. So congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. You got your first Super Bowl in the league, man. Much respect, man. So.
What about 6 times?
Hey, what's going on, Commissioner Mike? It's your boy Pop-Tart. We're here to wrap up the Money League, the Summer Money League Season 2, going into Season 3. We're currently in the playoffs of the Season 2. Before we get into anything, I would like to shout out and a big ups to all the year-round Madden players in the All-Star franchise. Another year, fellas, with you guys. Great playing you. Thank you for getting me better. Thank you for making the league better by everybody participating. Getting into what we got going on right now is the playoffs. We got a couple of good teams, a couple of usual faces as usual. I want to go down with my Madden, my Money League Super Bowl prediction. I hate to say this. I'm going to go with the Giants. I think he's playing I'm going with the Giants to meet the Broncos in the Super Bowl. I think the Vikings are very, very good. I think the Vikings are good. The Bucks are good. The Rams the Giants beat the Rams today, as I thought they would. And I think the Giants will dominate the NFC and come out and represent for the Super Bowl this year. And I think the Broncos or the Dragons will come out. I'm picking the Broncos. Because I hate the Dragons. That's my boy. Kakuru, I love you. Super Bowl MVP. It's probably going to go with Eli Manning. Eli Manning is, I think with the Giants using him, I think he's going to be unstoppable.
Okay.
And as we look forward to the future, Season 3, I definitely see a new champion coming out of the Money League this year. I think in Season 3, I think I'm going to pick Thor to win that division next year.
Okay.
Over the Bucks and over the Oilers.
Ooh, the Bucks.
I think the Saints is
like that.
I'm picking, even though I hate to say this, I know my man, I know Commissioner Mike might be walking away for a couple of days.
Had to take
so I'm going to pick the Ravens to come out of that division.
You got it.
And I'm going to put the Dragons, even though I don't like him. Just as a player, not as a person. The Dragons will win this division, hands down. With that, the Dodge will obviously take his division. I think the 49ers will put up a good fight. And I see the 49ers sneaking into the playoffs next year.
Me too, Season 4.
As well as out of my division, the NFC, we have the Mounties, who've been playing pretty good football. His record doesn't show, but he's been scrapping. He has a lot of great draft picks. I want to see what that team will look like after this offseason. I know I'm probably leaving out a couple of people. Let's see here. The Colts, Texans, Jaguars division. Wow, that's going to be a tough one to call.
Who you going with? Colts?
I'm going to pick the Texans to take that division next year. I think he had some tough games. But I think next year after the draft, I think he's going to be ready to win.
Okay.
Let's see here. Who are we missing out here, Mike?
Your division.
My division. I'm going to pick the Marshalls to win that division. I'm not even
Picking yourself.
I'm not being heads in the clouds, but you have to bid on yourself.
Okay. Bid on yourself.
All jokes aside, the Giants will probably be in for a pretty tough battle next year. I think that the Cowboys, the Mounties, and the Marshalls are all loading up to beat them.
Loading up.
That's the name of the game. You got to be betting on yourself for the Super Bowl. That's just my predictions. They're not Stone Cold Lead Pike locks. They're just my predictions.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mike, I'll pass it over to you.
Okay, man. Okay, one last thing, man. We got to bring Pop-Tart back one last time. because I need Pop-Tart to explain one last thing, man. You need to let me know who you thought had the most heart, because you know it's all about the heart in the league. So Pop-Tart, let us know. Come back.
So another thing, Mike, Commish Mike, that I wanted to touch on real fast is one of the polls, and it was about who showed the most heart but didn't make it into the playoffs. And it's obviously at this point not about record. It's just about who showed up and played with the most heart, regardless if they were competing for a spot in the playoffs or they were just even in the hunt. And it's always the usual suspects with a new surprise person. We got the Packers, who plays hard every season, whether he has 3 wins, 4 wins, 8 wins, 10 wins, 11 wins. Who had a great season but didn't make it, and I was personally rooting for him, was the 49ers. He showed up, he played all of his games, and he won some games that he shouldn't have won, and he lost some games that he shouldn't have lost. But I can really see him sneaking into that 6th spot next year. Then we have the Mountie, the new face to the All-Star franchise, and pretty consistent so far. He played all his games, regardless of his record. He was there, he was competing, and
he showed up
he had
to
his
play.
rookies that did well. I think they
rookies.
finished top 5 in most of the stats
Yes,
for
sir.
rookies this year.
He put in work.
Who else do I see with a lot of heart? I saw the Texans, even though he had a bad record, he still played the majority of his games, and majority of his
What
games
about
were
the
all
Jaguars,
competitive.
man? What about the Jaguars? Jaguars showed heart,
And
too.
I want to shout out Commish Mike for making the playoffs this year.
Thanks,
man,
bro.
them hogs, bro, I don't know what you're feeding them.
Oh,
but
man.
They're eating their Wheaties.
Yes,
were
they
playing,
is. They
lights
eating
out.
their Wheaties, bro.
And I know that rookie you drafted, that rookie QB you drafted, they've been
Kedona.
doing a lot of things outside of the norm, trading veterans,
Yes.
playing rookies. There's
I
some
did.
stuff that I've never seen Mike do. And I noticed that you made these different changes in your scheme.
Yes, sir, I
and the
did.
result was a playoff berth.
Thank you.
Those
Thank you
are the
for
guys
noticing.
those are the teams I want to shout out with some heart. Even Thor, showing up. He started off slow with a slow season with a bad record, and he came on. And I think he missed the playoff by 1 game. So the NFC is going to be really tough next year to win into the playoffs. We got the 49ers playing good football. You got the Falcons again starting to play good football. I think he's getting the feel back for the game. The Bucs is already a good football player. Then we have the Oilers, who got busy this season, so he wasn't able to play, but he'll be back in a major way. And then you have the Vikings, the prince to the throne, for my boy Showtime. He's every bit of a player of Showtime is. He's actually probably a little better on the sticks. But I can see how Showtime stays so sharp. It actually makes me look forward to my son getting a little older. So just want another quick shout out to all the people who showed nothing but heart this year. Money League Season 3, let's get it.
Let's get it,
I'll
baby.
be back. The next time you'll hear from me will be talking about free agency moves, trades, and the draft. All right, fellas, take it easy.
Yes, sir. So that's Pop-Tart. That is your one of your vice commissioners, admin. He's one of the leaders of the league, man. Much respect to Pop-Tart representing Florida. Man, he's been down with us for so long, man. He's a brother. But anyways, let's keep it moving. Okay, let's take a look at the end of Season 2 awards. Coach of the Year goes to the Minnesota Vikings and Tommy Gunn. Good job, bro. You put in work. Everybody was shocked. You took the league by storm. MVP went to, looked like it was a tie as far as the voting, but Marshawn Culprits from the Colts got it. Okay, Rookie of the Year. Not gonna say nothing, but your boy brought it home. And my boy Dodge put up in the poll, would you rather have a Super Bowl ring or trophy? And it looks like most people want a trophy. So with that being said, if you win the Super Bowl and you win a trophy, let me know and I will order you a trophy, but I will take it out of the earnings. Alright, let's take a look at your top 5 draft picks. Let's take a look. Those are your top 5 draft picks. Week 1, Falcons versus Bucks. I'm not sure who won that, but the voting was in favor of the Bucks. I voted for the Falcons. Not sure who won it. Big decisions. I set my season goals, and your boy took vacation, and I lost. I went 5-11. Did not complete my season goals, fam. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. We're in the playoffs now. Going to be dropping the end of season 3 recap tomorrow. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good night. Adios.